my mother having these extracurricular children.
Yep. It'd be like that sometimes.
Like, I'm 26, they are 12. Yes, like well, she's actually 9, and then my brother is 14. So yes, they are extracurricular children. Yes.
All right, what's in this podcast? Episode 84. Got a special one. This is kind of a quick episode. I actually don't even know your name, so it's like kind of new intro. Dre, actually, right?
Yes, Dre.
Yep, Dre.
DeAndre Powell, but Dre.
Got you. So basically, tell you a little bit about our podcast. We basically interview artists and business owners and just different people who have niches, and we want to explore, what your niche is and how you came about, getting your niche. So tell the people what your niche is.
So I guess I have several.
Yeah, several.
My niches are education, singing, baking, cooking, and just being a creative in general. So
nice.
So those are my niches.
So how did you end up here at JMU?
I ended up at JMU. I was working at Bridgewater College, which is a couple minutes down the road, and I was applying for new jobs, looking for a new job to continue my work in higher education, and then made some connections through church, and from there just kind of was able to move from Bridgewater over to JMU to work in diversity. I have a passion for doing DEI work as well as mental health, and so having that opportunity was great to move from a smaller institution to a D1 institution, even though it's in a different league from like Alabama schools. So.
Right, that's nice, man. So what got you into like mental health, the mental health field?
I would say mental health would be my personal story, just kind of having trauma, but then also wanting to look at the Black community and minority communities in general, wanting to see better for mental health, wanting to break some of those stereotypes and generational curses that exist, so that we can move from just pray about it to actually doing the work, because faith without works is dead. And so if you have mental health concerns, you should also be going to go see a therapist or talking to a life coach or doing self-care, because just praying about it is not enough. So
I knew there's a reason why I reached. Someone told me to interview, because that's all the things that our channel's called Golden Mind TV.
Nice.
It's about thinking gold and using your mind, and gold, we use that because that's like the most cherishable item. So we use our mind to think gold, because our mind is the most important thing. Without that, it doesn't work. So having you give information, we're gonna have you again so you can talk longer. We're gonna come back, but just to have you talk about the people, like what is the most important thing you think about mental health?
I would say the most important thing about mental health would be called facing your shadows, or facing your inner demons. If you choose to not face whatever your situation is, a circumstance that's either caused you trauma or caused you to be depressed or caused you not to think as highly of yourself, then you let that thing win. And so when you choose to face it, it doesn't mean that you are going into a ring and you're Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. Right. However, for some of us, it may look like you're going into a ring, and maybe your Mike Tyson moment may look a little bit different from somebody else's. And so maybe your swings may be, I'm going to therapy today. Maybe your swings may be, I'm going to go get a massage, or maybe I'm going to go and bake something, play some music, have a good time. So I feel like that's the most important thing. But also in doing the work, you have to be prepared to do the work, because you can't just jump out and try to get to the healing point without walking through the pathway to get you there. Healing is not an instant thing. It's something that requires maintenance.
Right. Definitely, man. Definitely. This is great. This is great conversation for the people to actually understand. 'Cause I know a lot of people, especially like, how old are you? 27. So we're around the same age. Yeah, I'm 28. So we're around the same age. Like, I don't know about you, but going like 25, it's like you go through like a life change. So you're trying to really find yourself. And I notice a lot of time our generation, we're turning to substances to kind of try to get ourselves going. How do you deal with having bad days and maybe not turning to a substance to make you feel better, just trying to rely on your mind?
I would say with substances, or even relying on your mind in general, I think that it's about how you perceive yourself. And so, yes, I could very well go and do any type of substance, or I can engage in like just having sex everywhere, doing anything, whatever your advice may be. I could always go do that thing, but is it making me a better person? When you put those things aside, are you really solving the problem of whatever your real issue is by doing whatever your vice is? So, I'm not by no means against anyone who smokes. Smokes weed, do your thing. That's your business. But if that's the only thing that you do to numb the pain, then what happens when the pain is never numbed and it's only temporarily numbed for the moments when you're high?
Exactly.
Or when you're drunk. The pain may be numb for a moment, but until you actually hit that thing head on and deal with it, I'm a person of faith, so I believe in that God is able to provide healing, and that He will do the work, but your heart posture has to be in the right place. Your heart posture has to be in a place where you're ready to receive the healing. It's not just God comes in and does the healing, but you have to be ready to do the work. You have to be ready to put yourself in a position to say, okay, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm not going to take, drugs anymore. I'm not going to take trauma beating me over the head anymore. So I would say it's a heart posture thing. And for me personally, checking my heart posture, choosing me over allowing the circumstance to dictate the outcome.
Right, correct, man. That's definitely good stuff, man. For the people out there, definitely got to pay attention, because these are good advice, for people who are dealing with substances or different things like that. He's definitely giving you guys good information. So, man, I know you got to go, so we'll keep it nice and short and simple. But anything else you want to tell the people before we leave?
Yeah, just in general, when you think about your mind, my grandfather used to say that your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And so when you have a thought, don't let that thought just leave. Sometimes a thought may be a vision, or it may be an idea, and it may not be for that moment, but it may be for later on. So write your thoughts down, and also take care of your mind, take care of yourself, take care of your heart, take care of your health, because that is how you have a healthy mind. That's how you get to having a golden mind. That's how you have a golden state of mind, where your mind is your most important asset. So.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for coming on and joining and having a good conversation with me, man. And this is episode 83 of What's in This Podcast. Oh, got a question, Mom?
Instagram. Do you have an Instagram?
Oh, sure. Instagram, intellectual_D.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. All right, episode 83, What's in This Podcast with David Lamont. We're out. Peace.
Thank you.